It's time once again for Let's Sue Disney! Well, hello there, and welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Sue Disney. Let's meet today's contestants. Let's say hello to our returning champion. She's an Avenger, the star of Black Widow, and the latest woman to accuse Disney of unfair business practices. Meet Scarlett Johansson. She's the star of La La Land, and said yes to being in the worst idea for a Disney film since Tomorrowland and A Wrinkle in Time. Meet Emma Stone. And finally, let's meet today's challenger. She's the wife of John Krasinski, and the reason why Scarlett Johansson became Black Widow in the first place. Say hello to Emily Blunt! What does Marvel boss Kevin Feige have to say about all this? We'll find out today on Let's Sue Disney!
Now streaming on Disney+. Watch as the most badass bounty hunter in the galaxy has been recast in his own series by the Mandalorian. I thought I was watching the Boba Fett show. What am I watching? See him hang out on the Ringworld from Halo. Watch him reenact fanfic when he goes nuts in a meatpacking plant with a lightsaber. Go through airport security.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't board a commercial flight with your weapons.
Be annoyed on a long-distance flight.
Ready to have your mind blown?
And buy a used starfighter from Amy Sedaris.
This is a pile of junk.
And then see him get pulled over by the space police.
Was I doing something wrong, officer?
Tamir Morrison. Pedro Pascal stars in this episode of The Mando Book of Boba Fett-lorian? All that, and we don't even get to see Baby Yoda. You know what? F*** this show. Seriously. Captain's log, stardate 33-647.47. We've been orbiting a Class M gravitational anomaly for days. The Enterprise is crippled. We cannot go to warp because the parking brake is on. The straits have never been more dire. Pike exits the turbolift and sits down on the bridge. We will not fire our phasers because this is Starfleet. We do not leave people or aliens behind us, especially mushrooms. The crew falls in love with Pike. Pike does not notice that the crew has fallen in love with him. Here at Starfleet, we believe in compassion, service, sacrifice. Maybe God and science too. I believe in love. I am in love with a horse. Number 1 kicks his butt. Pike is confused and ethical. Back at the Academy, I Bixar Darks Zimdlif Dudgubuk Pififol Bleak. The Universal Translator has malfunctioned.
Zirkvin Dobeep Jeglurg Zoop.
Brugdoffel kämpft Gleben Jirpop. The turbolift enters and the chief medical officer enters. Where is the captain of the space vehicle Enterprise? Pike is suddenly kidnapped by aliens.
Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air.
Until it's time to throw down!
Sam and Miguel share a tender moment.
But look who's crashing the party!
Watch as young couples share a romantic dance.
And fight! And dance fight!
Be sure to watch an extra special episode
of Kung Fu High Prom Night! Bump, bump, bump. It's showtime. Bump, bump, bump. Kung Fu High. Bump, bump, bump. Pike AI sketch. Bump, bump, bump. Monkeys petting a capybara. Bump, bump, bump. It's showtime. Bow, 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 bow. Sue Disney. Bow, 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 bow. I like science. Bow, 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 bow. Chef Nation. Bow, 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 bow. More Fury. Bow, 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 bow. Cleric 49. Bow, bow, bow. Mark Hofart. Bow, bow, bow. Andrew Helm. Bow, 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 bow. Shinseki Evan. Bow, 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 bow. Another guy. Bow, bow, bow. How's it going, everybody? Blurk Nuba Gornax. I like science. That's right. How's everybody doing? Today's show, we have a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff, don't we? We got a lot of stuff. That's right. A lot of stuff. But first, maybe I'm going to open a box. Would you guys want to see me open a box? I'm going to open a box. Ready? Okay, I'm going to turn the camera on. We're going to open a box. I got a box. Okay, we're going to turn the camera on. Start camera. Hey, everybody. That's me. What? My mic is set to... Yeah, I did. It did. It's...
Everybody's going to have trouble with mics.
Yeah, well, actually, no. It switched me over. It switched me over.
Yeah.
You...
It's everybody's mics this week.
You know why? You know why? Because my mic is unplugged. Why the freak I unplugged the mic? You know, I unplugged the wrong thing. I plugged the camera and I plugged in the mic. I unplugged the mic. And rather than... for God's sake. Okay, that should be better. Is that better, everyone? Oh, it's just Rebels 999 super sticker. How you doing? Thank you very much. Boxes.
It's the guy with the dancing with fans. You gotta have it pulled up on your other.
Yeah, well, let me see. Hold on.
Behind the scenes of N.A.P.S. Do you need a better camera angle than?
Okay, hold on a second here. Behind the scenes at N.A.P.S.
A better camera.
Oh, Captain Foley. So do you want to talk about counter programming? Captain Foley's alive too.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, but well, he's alive a lot, so.
What is your regular time then?
No big deal.
All right, is that a better camera angle?
How school makes kids dumb. Oh, I'm looking at the splash page. Okay. YouTube. All right. N.A.P.S. Robb opens a box. Okay. All right. I got the stream up here. Yay. I can pause the stream too. Switch to live chat. Let me see. Oh yeah, little guy, little fan, little dude there. Okay. How you like this shirt though, Mecca? This is one of Mecca's old shirts. So greetings, citizens.
See, that's what glows in the dark.
So,
I got that in like the 90s. And I had it in a box, and I'm like, I want to donate these. That might have hair dye on it, though.
Yeah.
I might
All
use
right.
that last time I dyed my hair.
All right, we're here for the box. This is the box in question. See, this is a box. It is a box. It is a very large box. It arrived yesterday. We picked it up today. Okay. It is quite a large box. No, I did not order a new guitar. But it is Gibson related. Okay. Maybe I should. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my old ones from the 90s because I just don't like T-shirts. They hurt my.
See,
they really hurt. They just annoy me.
Make sure I crossed out all the vital information.
So I was collecting them and I was never wearing them.
I was kind of hoping okay, they're not a sponsor.
It's a guy's shirt anyway, though.
They are not a sponsor of this stream. They're not a sponsor of my channel. I'm not getting any money from this. But this was sent to me by the guys at Sweetwater. Their music, they're on their online music warehouse distribution.
They're making fun of you for wearing my shirt. I mean, they're guy T-shirts. So.
Yeah, it's a man's T. It's a man's.
They're guy T-shirts that I would wear them as nightgowns when I was like.
So I don't mind.
I mean, they're guy T-shirts anyway.
Okay, so let's get that open. Okay,
because they didn't make women's T-shirts. That's
so
all that shirt is.
So like I said, so this is I got this from Sweetwater. I actually paid money for this, and we're gonna open it right now. So okay, this should we won't get the invoice on the air, obviously. Okay, this is from the nice people at Sweetwater. Double checked by N.A.P.S. Okay, they always send you a catalog too. So they actually this is a really good company. I can't sing their praises enough, and they send you a sticker too. So it's kind of hard to see from the air here because I'm getting
Well, the camera's here.
I'm getting a delay though.
Oh, the camera's here.
Yeah, and I'm getting a delay though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We want to go into that.
So so Sweetwater. Make sure there's no vital information. Sweetwater.
The camera's here.
Yeah, I see it.
I know you're holding it up to there.
Now, okay, so we'll put that there. All right. So this is cardboard. I ordered a box and they sent me. I ordered something. They sent me cardboard. So, okay. Alley-oop. There we go. And typically what they do is, because it is Sweetwater, they send you, this is a cool thing they do. I ordered candy and they give you a thing of candy too, because it's Sweetwater. We got a bit of honey in here. Some sweet tarts, Tootsie Roll, mints. Okay, so Sweetwater, I'll have the bit of honey later. I like those. Oh, there's some big bubble wrap too. You might need.
Okay. Well, we might repurpose that box.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just keep the bubble wrap in the box. We'll just keep the box open in one case.
Yeah, because we might repurpose that for something else.
So let me put the box inside. So you watch me, Rob opening a box. So there's the box, but it's time to show you what's actually inside the box. What came inside the box? It is a brand new, modern. There's some plastic too you could probably use, and a very large, like bread tie. You know, bread ties. So
yeah, I'll just hang on to it.
Yeah. Oh, God, latches are black. They're not. I know you like the nice brown leather case, but it's tough enough to get these cases. That was a 2-month wait on that case.
It doesn't matter. It's your guitar.
So here's the plastic bag. This is a brand spanking new official Gibson USA case. So this is for, now we're gonna put the instrument inside of it, see if it fits. I know it'll probably fit, but it's always good to triple check, you know. It's freaking made for that instrument. So what's the cat saying? And that cat saying,
nice shot, Rob.
Nice shot. Why is this opening? That's just a little sticky. So the leather, just a little sticky. They get the silicate thing here. Just toss that, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, toss that. So now you're saying, what good is the case? You don't have a guitar to put in. I'm like, I do.
Well, show us what the inside of the case looks like.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Okay, the case is your.
Trying to get the camera angle so you.
Actually, it's kind of a nice material, nice kind of plush material.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because I keep wonking the camera.
Here is, what's this?
It's probably silica gel.
No, it's the keys.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
Keys for the case. So let's put that in there. Does it say? I think it says Gibson on them. No, they don't. I think he said Gibson on them. So okay, here's pocket for your case candy. Okay, who made the cases? TKL? I think so. There's only 2 companies that make cases. So TKL, SKB, and another one. So okay, so it's got a nice kind of plush lining here. Got nice padding here, so strings here, nice area. Okay, now we're gonna put. This is what goes in the case. This is what goes in there. So. Like a Twinkie, like a Twinkie. So, kind of, it's snug, but it's the right case though. You got to break it in a little bit. Oh, it goes in. See, it goes in right like that. See? Ta-da! Goes in like that, and we fits snug as a bug. There you go. That's your unboxing, people. Insert guitar in guitar case. Yay. So pretty. Yay. And everybody, that is this concludes this segment of Rob Opens a Box. So, yay. I'm just glad it doesn't have the latch on this end because I never remember to open that. It goes clack, ah! I had to put on crayon on another case, open me first. So, there we go. Rob opened a case. Rob opened the box. And there you have it. It's protected. And I get to look like a big, important rock star.
When you fly it back.
Fly, ship, whatever. It's big. I look like a big, important rock star. Well, that instrument should have a case, though.
Yeah, it's a nice guitar.
Yeah, it should have a case. Plus, it adds to the resale value. So there you go, people. Rob opened the box.
That's the thing. It's going to add, twice what you paid for the case in resale value.
Well, it's easier to sell too. If I do ever decide to sell, it's easier to sell. So there you go. Rob opened the case. We need more likes, folks. How much is that case? You don't want to know.
Wasn't that much.
No, that much. It was that much.
Okay. It's not that bad.
Well,
Where you want the camera on or off?
Camera on. Darn it.
Is that better?
Yeah. So, good enough. So, any incriminating evidence behind me? Besides, there's cat food behind me.
The baby Yoda. Yeah, we gotta buy new prescription cat food.
Rob, I wish I could learn how to play guitar, but I'm not musically adept. But I can't carry notes to say. Oh, Adam Warford, if I could do it, you could do it. Trust me. My theory is Mindy Kaling has some extortion secrets. Well, she's a diversity hire. Okay, so let's.
She might have some.
She might.
Talk about Velma. We put it on my channel, the Velma video.
Yeah, we could talk about Velma. Can we talk about Velma? I don't know if I can.
You have the article? I don't have the article.
Let me see.
See the camera in the shot. I'm sorry.
See the camera?
Yeah, he took it. He turned it off. He turned it off.
See the cam in the shot. Let me see. Hold on. See the cam. See this here.
Oh, this is the chair.
That's the chair. Yeah, that's a chair. It's on a chair.
Back of the dining area.
Yeah. Okay, so where am I? Velma, first look. Let me see.
So we're doing, while you look, I'm going to plug my thing.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to plug my thing. I'm doing some air fryer apple pie.
And there she is.
Tonight. Probably tonight.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show it. I don't care. I'm going to give a shit. I'm showing it. Because that's the kind. I'm working without a net here, people. I am working without a net. Share slides. No, I don't want to share screen. Here we go. I am literally working without a net, people. So, okay. So, all right. I'm not going to pretend like this is a big travesty because I'm not that huge a Scooby-Doo fan. However, I do despise Mindy Kaling. If that sounds like a weird justification for doing this, then you know what? Guilty as charged. She does suck. She absolutely does suck. I have no love for Mindy Kaling. She's cute, but she ruins it by being annoying. All right. Velma Dinkley's getting her own show. From the looks of it, it's going to be gruesome. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to have the bit of honey on the air. Okay. I'm going to have the bit of honey, actually. I like that. I like that candy. Where did I put the knife?
I got it.
Okay. No. But I'm going to have the bit of honey, actually. Because these, I haven't had these in ages. The only time I have these is when I order them from Sweetwater. Now, if anybody remembers these, there's some commercials from like the 80s.
Which one don't you want?
Again, just grab them. So you can take the sweet tarts, take whatever. Help yourself.
Is this a hard candy root beer?
Maybe.
It's a root beer hard candy.
So let me go here. So, like I said, there was a famous commercial in the 80s, 70s, or 80s when guys would be being put in front of a firing squad. And he's ending the last request. Oh, yeah, I want a bit of honey. And he's a bit of honey candy. And
I want like, what do you want in your tombstone?
Well, a bit of honey candy, and they're waiting to shoot him, and he wouldn't finish the candy, and all the guards the firing squad fell asleep, and he was able to escape. So it was pretty funny. I think I might pull a filling out on this, so I just kind of have to just put it in there. Maybe that was the wrong decision. Anyway, I don't care. It's my show, damn it. So anyway, Mindy Kaling, I never liked her. Like I said, she's annoying. She plays one character, herself. I mean, she plays Mindy Kaling. Again, but I'm not going to say that this is some big travesty because I'm not a Scooby-Doo purist, okay? Yeah, it was amusing at the time. When I was a kid, hell, a talking dog, hysterical. But this is where we are, people. Velma Dinkley is getting her own show. From the looks of things, it's going to be gruesome. Velma star, executive producer Mindy Kaling shared the first image on the upcoming adult animated series at Warner Bros. Discovery upfront presentation. What? Sean Russell, $4.99. If she wasn't Mindy Kaling, I wouldn't say no. Just saying. Who the fuck is Mindy Kaling or whatever? It's just be funny or what? The answer to that is, I'll answer that question. Velma star and executive producer Mindy Kaling shared the first image from the upcoming adult animated series Warner Brothers Discovery upfront presentation Wednesday. As anyone who's watched Scooby-Doo cartoons before knows, Velma was often the brains of the operation. And so she'll be at the forefront of the mystery solving. In her new solo series, the crimes she's investigating may not be the kid-friendly kind, though. First image featured Velma, upcoming young woman, with the top of her head sliced off somehow. Ew. Seriously? Come on, really? The image also makes clear that Velma will be South Asian heritage new series. Hopefully you notice my Velma is South Asian, Kaling told the crowd. If people freak out about that, I don't care. HBO Max announced the development of Velma last year, describing it as an original and humorous spin that unmasks the complex, colorful past of one of America's most beloved mystery solvers. Batman? No. Check out the first image above. But, okay, like I said, I'm not a Scooby-Doo purist, okay? Actually, yeah, this is a good point. So why not create something original? Because studios are afraid to invest money in original material. They prefer things with pre-built audience, so it's guaranteed moneymaker. How big is the adult Scooby-Doo audience anyway? Creativity's dead. And the creativity's dead. Everybody's lazy. Like I said, though, she's just annoying, Mindy Kaling. I never really liked Scooby-Doo cartoon back in the day where I lived, do the Saturday. was it? I knew the Saturday morning block was over when Scooby-Doo came on. Usually it came on after Thundercats and Robotech. Now you're talking my language. I freaking love Robotech. Cesario Japan, $2. Mindy K somehow made Scrappy-Doo likable. Yeah. Scooby-Doo Purist, the dog will be a ghost in the reboot. Yeah. There are two naked girls. Looks like that they are high or school, college, or something. Maybe they're doing a little experimenting. Who knows? She says she doesn't care yet. She doesn't care yet. Will call us istophobes if we don't care. That's right. She will. See, like I said, this is all part of having. She wants her cake and eating, and she wants to eat it too. Harlan Ellison actually said one time about that. He goes, that expression makes no sense. Oh, you want your cake and you want to eat it too. Oh, look, I have my cake and I'm going to eat it. I have my cake and I'm eating it too. The expression should be you want to eat your cake and have it too. So, yeah. But like I said, she's annoying. I don't like her. Never liked her one bit. She only knows how to play herself. That's all she does. Her sitcom was called The Mindy Project. I mean, for God's sake. And somehow you made your idealized version of yourself more annoying. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I really don't know. Really, I mean, it just seems like we're when you think we're turning a corner on this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff happens. For God's sake. Okay, well, her sitcom was even more boring than oh God. You know what? Speaking of the giggling South African idiot, I'm not finding anything if the Daily Show has been renewed or not. Unless it was renewed last year, but this is a contract year for him. So the fact that they waited till after upfronts, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm hoping someone comes to their senses and cancels his ass. They renewed Aquafina. Let me see. But the the giggling South African idiot. Hopefully he won't be back. So, I imagine the Mindy show didn't pull in any more audience than he did. Yeah, somehow he is, but they, hopefully that won't last. This is a contract year for him. He was signed to Comedy Central through 2022. And he, like I said, hopefully they'll go back to South Africa or go to the UK or whatever. Gee, self-inserts are all the rage. Then they take it personally when we critique. Gee, I wonder why. Self-inserts idiot. Yeah. Yeah, Craig Ferguson was funny. Still is. All right, let's move on to another thing. So Mindy Kaling sucks. We all know that. Let me see what else we got here. We got, oh God, yeah. Actually, this is kind of surprising. This is CBR is actually saying this. Now, hold on, I gotta do something. Now listen, the more I'm finding out about the Obi-Wan show, the less I'm liking it. But this comes from CBR, and this is actually pretty surprising that they're willing to admit it. Star Wars, Obi-Wan proves Star Wars is beginning to collapse in on itself. Now, I haven't read this yet, so we're going to go through this, okay? Star Wars franchise has been stuck in a holding pattern of revisiting the familiar, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is unlikely to change that. There's no denying that Star Wars The Last Jedi was a divisive film. For every Star Wars fan who absolutely loves and adores it, there's another around the corner who hates it. I'd say there's more than one. It seems the discourse that resulted from the release of The Last Jedi has a hard knock-on effect on how the new Star Wars projects get made at Lucasfilm. And that attitude has culminated in the release of Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Last Jedi is clearly Rian Johnson's film. That's right, it's my film. It's my film. It's my movie. It's a love letter for all things Star Wars. No, it's hate mail. But very specifically, through Johnson's lens, it has a lot to say on the legacy of Star Wars, both on a narrative and metatextual. Oh, God, somebody really shut up. And it ends on a hopeful note. No, it doesn't. It doesn't end on a hopeful note. The rebellion, or whatever the frick they are, there's 20 of them left. They're all dead. They're confined to one ship. How is that hopeful? However, and it ends on a hopeful note, one that forges a clear new direction for the franchise. No, it doesn't. However, the film's controversial reception meant that Lucasfilm couldn't follow through on this vision. You know why? Because he took the plan and he threw it away. Star Wars became less focused on forging a new direction and more on revisiting the familiar. Because it sucked. The inability to move forward from the past was not so obvious with the first season of The Mandalorian. The show primarily focused on new characters visiting new worlds, as well as developing a new corner of Star Wars mythos. That was not often explored. It was instead the rise of Skywalker that was the first sign of the franchise course correction from The Last Jedi, a film interested in bringing back all things fans recognize, because J.J. Abrams is a hack. The Emperor, Luke's X-Wing, Lando, Kylo's helmet, and even Tatooine. It was a visual onslaught, but it was just the beginning. It's interesting that after the success of a unique show such as The Mandalorian, Lucasfilm did not choose to greenlight more shows starring original characters and locations. Mandalorian is just Boba Fett. Character study, yeah, that is laughable, morbid. Kenobi will no doubt have all the Disney characters. Yeah, Mando, yeah. Bobby Feet. It's interesting that after the success of a unique show such as The Mandalorian, Lucasfilm did not choose to greenlight more shows starring original characters and locations. Instead, it was announced that audiences would be treated to The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, Andor, and of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It became clear why, in the second season of The Mandalorian, there were fewer new locations and more familiar characters, culminating in the return of young Luke Skywalker in the season finale. Fans were angry with the old and grouchy Luke of The Last Jedi. So here is Luke as audiences remembered him in Return of the Jedi. The effect is incredible, but there is something unsettling about watching a CGI Mark Hamill on screen, one with a completely synthetic face and voice. I think what's unsettling for you is that people cheered their asses off when they saw Luke. I think that's what it is, because what it did was it's a full-throated rejection of The Last Jedi. They're now using movie Bob words. Yes. Next thing we have to compare is that they are saying what they're saying what the EFAP did a year ago, and they couldn't tell for most things. So yeah. Big EFAP fan here. I've seen all that BS movie. Blob is unhinged. You know what? Okay, you know something? Truth be known is that movie Bob is actually the inspiration for my channel. When I first started watching YouTube, I saw what he did, and I said, hey, that looks easy. I could do that. I'm as smart as this guy. Movie Blob got destroyed by Lindsay Ellis. Yeah, he did. Isn't Lindsay Ellis the nostalgia chick? So, didn't she used to date Bob and Todd in the Shadows? Okay. One of the biggest selling points of Obi-Wan Kenobi is the apparent rematch between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Again, that's not what fans want. It's been leaked through the concept art and teased heavily in the marketing. It's going to be a great fight. However, in wanting to engage with familiar, the show inadvertently undercuts the original film. If the two reunited and duel in Obi-Wan Kenobi, what does that mean for their duel in A New Hope? For better or for worse, Star Wars has been stuck in a holding pattern for the last few years, revisiting the same ideas and characters to get the same basic reaction out of fans and the audience. The franchise needs to take off and become something truly great again. A lot of people won't like this, but it needs something like The Last Jedi. Oh, now you've done it. Now you've done it. Now you've done it. Oh, here you go. A lot of people won't like this, but it needs something like The Last Jedi. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, that's good news.
Good news.
We celebrated with a preemptive cheeseburger. A preemptive mushroom Swiss burger.
Let me
Congratulations. Okay, so...
This is the nice one in the south.
So that's good.
The nice one in the south.
Kenobi and Darth Vader show is a really bad idea. Well, but here's what.
And that means we get to move in on the 1st or the 29th or 31st.
Here's the thing about Star Wars, okay? Everybody, here's the thing about Star Wars. It's not that we need The Last Jedi. It's you can move on, okay? You can move on. Plenty of franchises move on. Star Trek moved on from Kirk and Spock and McCoy and Scotty. All right, but here's the thing. You have to have competent people doing it. Star Wars does not have competent people doing it. You have people like Pablo frickin' Hidalgo who doesn't know his ass from his elbow. You have people like those imbeciles who are doing the Get High Republic. Who come up with a character that's a rock. A rock. A rock. Yeah, Noelle Gray or whatever her name is. Listen, I don't doubt that she's a very nice lady, okay?
Yeah.
But you really give me a character. You know what? I saw there was okay, what game was it? Was it oh God, what Star Wars game was it? There was a Star Wars game. Can't remember which one they were developing. And the idea initially was Republic Commando. Was a Republic Commando game. So George, actually, this is when George Lucas was still actively involved in developing a lot of this stuff. George, no, it wasn't 1313. It was another game. Might have been Battlefront. I don't know. I can't remember, but the interview's probably still floating around there somewhere in the interwebs there. George said, I want you to go and bring me a game with a strong lead character. Strong lead character. Okay, not strong female character, strong lead character. And they come back with a game that is a first-person shooter about a Wookiee. And he says, I tell you to go create a game with a strong lead character, and you come back with a shooter about a Wookiee? Go do it again. And that's what's going on here. Yeah, people. Nobody's saying go do it again. Actually, no. I think it was Force Unleashed. I think it was Morbid. I think it was. I think it was Force Unleashed. Yeah, I think it was for the Force Unleashed. Yeah, because this was around the time when I was first started going to the YouTube for gaming news. Well, no, it's not so much that the idea of playing as a Wookiee, but you want a character that has some depth to it, that just doesn't go, you know. That was way before the sale. Yeah, you're right. It was actually quite a long time ago. But like I said, this idea. Oh, related Star Wars is. Oh, this ought to be worth a laugh. It was one of them maybe related to the legacy of Kane. Uncharted 1, yeah. It might have been the Jango Fett game. You never know. All right, Kathleen Kennedy's wrong. Star Wars should replace its original actors. We're going down this rabbit hole now. Kathleen Kennedy's recasts have no future in Star Wars, but all the original characters still have stories to tell, and CGI isn't the way to do it. Can you guys be even more wrong? With it being over 40 years since the original Star Wars trilogy was released, the idea of returning actors has been a complicated one. From CGI recreations to actor replacements, Lucasfilm has tested both ends of the spectrum to varying results. But during a recent interview with Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy, the producer extraordinaire said she believes the franchise's original actors shouldn't get recast. However, this is the wrong way to be looking at it at Star Wars' future. With the release of Solo, a Star Wars story, which lost money, for the first time, major character from the original trilogy was recast. Alden III Ehrenreich had a daunting task ahead of him, playing a younger Han Solo, which many fans protested. Now, with Kennedy's recent discussion with Vanity Fair, she looks back at the recast, saying, "There should be moments along the way where you learn things. Now it does seem to be abundantly clear that we can't do that." When Solo hit theaters, it was Disney's lowest earning Star Wars film. However, the low box office numbers weren't down to Alden Ehrenreich alone, as many issues surrounded the release. For starters, Solo appeared in theaters in May of 2018, only 5 months after Star Wars The Last Jedi. And not only was it released right after the most controversial Star Wars movie, but the concept of Solo was something very few fans asked for. That's actually, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that, buddy. Where's my whiskey? I still need to start drinking.
Well, we're celebrating. I got the house near the Japanese grocery store and a nice Target.
Huzzah!
In the south. Do you want to tell them? You going to tell them where I'm moving?
No, do you want? We'll leave that for you.
You want to tell them where I'm moving?
We'll leave it. Just if anybody wants to know, if anybody wants to figure it out, just go take a look at
anything I've talked about ever
yeah.
on my channel.
Or hold on, the $2 least Star Wars still has a space cruiser. Yeah, you're more. Oh, well, we'll get to that in a minute, Senior Sticks. We'll get to that in a minute. Way ahead of you, 3 shots. I have Bushmills, which is not actually. I'm not crazy about Bushmills. I like Jameson. Jameson has a sharper taste. You don't like whiskey, so.
I mean, I don't mind it. I had like 3 hits off my vape pen, so and they hit quick. This is the vape pen.
I love whiskey.
I'm one of those people now.
I love whiskey. People are actually surprised to learn I drink the hard stuff. I'm like, no, I love whiskey. You can't whiskey, Scotch. I love whiskey, bourbon.
You can't hold weed, though.
No, I cannot hold my weed.
Take a puff off my vape.
No, I'm not taking a puff off your vape. I like a nice Macallan. No, I'm not a critical drink. When I drink, I turn into Dean Martin. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I turn into a 50s lounge singer.
You're Homer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'm more sophisticated than I am. Well, funnily enough, the new portrayal of Han was one of the more enjoyable aspects of the movie. You really think it was? Really? While audiences were concerned he wouldn't be able to pull off the role, many were left pleasantly surprised. I was not one of them. Even those who disliked the project in general. And that's not even mentioning that Donald Glover took over the role of Lando, which fans seemed overjoyed and clamor for more of. But despite all that, Kennedy still appears set on blaming the recasts. That's right. It's not my fault, is it? It's not my fault. Meanwhile, Frank Marshall's like, yeah, honey, that's right. It's not your fault. So if recasts aren't on the table, CGI replacements are how Star Wars is going forward. However, there are arguably just as many problems with that idea, with the reception to the new deepfake technology being a mixed bag. The digital appearance of Mark Hamill in The Mandalorian was impressive, but the technology still had a ways to go. And while the character's more recent appearances in the Book of Bobby Feet was an improvement, it still didn't look completely natural. And Lucasfilm knew that because the camera often cut away when he talked. Kennedy notes that the future of Star Wars should be with a whole new cast of characters. You know why? Because she can get her diversity. That's why. That's right. Which fans can grow to love. Of course, this isn't a bad thing, as Star Wars holds an entire galaxy of great new characters to look at, and the success of The Mandalorian proves that. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean everything should become disconnected to avoid CGI recasts, as many fan favorite characters still have stories left to tell. Some fan recasts have become popular online, such as Sebastian Stan playing Luke and Millie Bobby Brown playing Leia. I'm a fan of neither of those. That means audiences aren't against the idea of Lucasfilm, as Lucasfilm believes, just as long as it gets done right. Unfortunately, for now, it seems as though the original trilogy characters will be appearing less frequently, and even if they do, they'll come to life using the latest deepfake technology. You notice how they turn the comments off on a lot of these? Yeah, because you don't want to be told you're an idiot. Rogue One, Tarkin should have never been shown his face. I was happy with being a reflection of glass, or the back of his head. Let me see if I could, hold on. There was, let me see, hold on. There's a Bruce Lee movie, Game of Death. And they completed the footage by using a stand-in. Most of the times it was a guy in in shadow, or a guy in a motorcycle helmet, or a guy with a just in sunglasses. But you know what? Listen, you knew it wasn't him. You knew it wasn't Bruce Lee. Sure enough, I can't find the picture of him in the shadows. But like I said, Cesario Japan, $5. Speaking of deepfake, you hear that they sold the rights to Stanley's appearance in theme parks and the like. Dude can't rest in peace. Turn to a zombie. You know what? Okay, this is where I stand on that. I have no problem with Stanley being used, his image being used. Okay, if you do it correctly. You want to have Stan appear in a film somehow, put his picture on the side of a bus. Put his, put it on the side of a bus, put it on a taxi cab, put it on a billboard, put a photo of him, on the wall of the police station, with the uniform on. Yeah. Our captain or whatever. You have him have a guy have a guy reading a newspaper, stands pictures on the front of a newspaper. Stan Lee Memorial Library. The S. Lee Memorial Library, whatever. Don't take his face and CGI onto another person. To me, that's disrespectful. I mean, the guy, let the guy rest in peace. I love Stan Lee. I think Stan Lee was great. He was a natural storyteller. And the CGI his face onto another actor. That's just very distasteful. Distasteful, disrespectful. Don't like it. So that's where I stand on that. Yeah. So like I said, have someone have a voice, hello, true believers, have a voice, have Stan be the voice of, take his voice, put it in a computer thing. Work for Tupac. Yeah. Leave it to Images. Not a fan. Yeah, exactly. What was that? Okay. All right. So, but Kathleen Kennedy is wrong. Kathleen Kennedy Kathleen Kennedy's right, but for the wrong reasons. She wants her little diversity hires to dominate. She wants her my perfect Ray. I wouldn't doubt. Oh, we have good characters already. Ray's a great character. She's a great character. I tell you, Ray's a stand-in for yourself. Mm. 21 over, people. Drink responsibly. I'm turning into Doomcock here. KK is always wrong. You're right. KK is always wrong. Shut up and get me a coffee. I keep saying I picture Frank Marshall like sitting around the pool. Hawaiian shirt on. He's got sandals on. His feet is up. Got a pair of shorts. He's got sunglasses, a hat on, maybe. I picture Frank Marshall being like the most chill dude ever. These guys, like I said, these guys sitting, just maxing, relaxing, enjoying life. Kathleen Kennedy comes back. I can't deal with these Star Wars fans anymore. Oh, this is terrible. Nobody likes anything I do. Every decision they criticize me for. And Frank's just there with his drink in his hand. Hey, honey, how was work today? So, yeah, you don't sing and play with dolls, so you can't be Doomcock. Yeah, okay, well. So they'll own an actor's whole image, yeah. So, okay. So what else we got? News. Okay, that's it. Kathleen Kennedy's wrong. So the cameramen are men, Frank. Men. Yes. Congo. I mean Congo. Congo. So, all right. So let's see what else we got here. I really don't want to comment on the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. All I'll say is this. These are two horrible people, and they deserve each other. That's all I'll say. Yes, she does think she's British. Take a look at everybody who take a look at everybody who stars in a Star Wars movie. Think all the new lead characters. Yeah, they're all British actresses. She thinks she's a 35-year-old British woman. They're all stand-ins for her. She lived in London for a while. So no doubt she thinks, I'm British. I'm really British at heart. She's living her own version of Downton Abbey. Is what it is. Listen, if you want to make movies like Downton Abbey, go right ahead. If you want to make female-centric movies, go ahead. Turn over stuff. Hire. Okay, listen. They'll never do it, but this is what I propose. You want to be president of Lucasfilm? Okay, fine. Hire someone to oversee Star Wars. Give Star Wars their own Kevin Feige. Because, lady, you ain't it. Rey is essentially her in Star Wars. Yes, she can do no wrong. She's perfect in every way. So, Star Wars needs a Kevin Feige. They need somebody to come in and say, nope, do it again. Nope, sorry. How can I adopt a British accent in American dollars? Not in Doctor Who money. What story should I do next? Let me see. Thor: London Thunder, Rescue Pig. Oh, okay. Let me see. Rescue Pig. Oh, God. Okay. Speaking of bad decisions. Speaking of bad decisions. Okay. Who thought this was a good idea? DC is making drastic changes to Cape Crusader's sexual orientation, it seems. Is he gonna be brutalized in prison? DC Universe may have undergone some drastic changes over the years, but one thing will always remain the same. Bruce Wayne will always pretend to be his grounded character, and arguably its sole characteristics drawn millions of comic book fans for the Cape Crusader generations. Shockingly enough, it turns out that even the world's greatest detective isn't exempted from going through creative changes. And with the entire comic book industry embracing diversity and inclusivity for quite some time now, Bruce Wayne seems to be following suit. We all know for a fact that the heir of Wayne Enterprises is a bona fide ladies' man. But DC Comics may have just hinted that he also fancies the opposite sex. No, not the opposite sex, the same sex, you idiots. Batman, The Knight, number 5, strongly hinted that Bruce Wayne may actually be bisexual. The said issue features a moment where Bruce approaches a fellow trainee named Anton. The two seemingly share an intimate moment and we're about to lock lips before being interrupted. This one is always up to interpretation. Batman just only got potentially, but they'll hand wave it away. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay. See, this is why you don't. All right. See, this is why you don't turn over people. It's an intriguing take for sure. Surprising that one, especially. We've always seen Bruce Wayne different female love interests over the years, and while the said comic didn't exactly confirm it, it would be safe to assume that DC Comics is testing the waters for possible reimagining of the character. Batman has worked since 1938. You don't need to reimagine it. Now, whether or not the fandom embraces Bruce's updated sexual orientation remains to be seen. I'm pretty sure they won't. Okay. I'm pretty sure they won't. Dumb idea, bad idea. Batman works. Don't change it. Okay, but let's bring this. Let's bring up this about Star Trek, okay? Because I kind of want us to talk about this. I really do want to talk about it. Okay. Where's the bumper?
Kipper!
All right, so we've been watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds. All right. And it hasn't been all that bad. However, there is something that bothers us about it. And we've been saying that, you know what? We've been saying that there's something off, okay? Because it is the best of the new Trek shows, which isn't saying a whole lot, but there was just something we couldn't put our finger on. And it was the fact that there's good ideas in it that don't really get fleshed out fully. Now, this episode called Ghosts of Illyria, it establishes, number one, Una. First of all, it's a dumb name, Una. Una, come on. As an Illyrian. Which is all well and good. However, the quote-unquote writers, assuming that they have writers actually writing this thing, seem to have quote-unquote borrowed. When I say borrowed, I mean lifted. When I say lifted, I mean stolen the idea from the DC Fontana Star Trek novel, Vulcan's Glory. Now, this isn't the first time they've lifted an idea from a better Trek. They seemingly lifted the idea of Star Trek going into the future from the pitch from Robert Meyer Burnett called Star Trek Federation, I believe it was called. And they lifted the idea of control from another novel called Control. And now this. Now, the whole thing about this is, it's considered work for hire, and they own the rights to it, but you think that with a production such as Strange New Worlds that is priding itself on featuring strong female characters, strong female representation, strong female characters, that you would have a Trek novel written by a woman, DC Fontana, the first lady of Trek, the woman who helped put Star Trek on the map, who was Gene Roddenberry's secretary, who wrote countless episodes of the animated series and TNG. You'd think that they would want to give her credit. You'd think that they would say, inspired from this, from Vulcan's Glory, or at least give her a freaking writing credit. But no, no, they didn't. And it just irks me to no end. And I don't get to use the word irk very often. And it should bother a lot of people. It bothers her. See, it's making me drink again.
Here, see? I gotta yell at this. For all their damn virtue signaling about wham and you can't even credit DC fucking Fontana. They probably don't know she's a woman. This diversity hire that they've got, who they're parading around on Twitter. Look at who wrote this episode. They're on Twitter, right? And they're getting all this interviews and praise from their little Beyond the Trek after Trek. You know, the one where Will Wheaton sucks up to people and he's like, yuck, I'm the bestest thing ever because I want my Traveler show. And I love Star Trek. It is the bestest thing in the universe. He's such a phony.
Who wrote this episode? I'm looking up who wrote this episode.
Yeah, it's a woman and a guy, and they're both on Twitter. And yeah, IMDb,
here we go.
Here.
I got 4 stars. Director Leslie Hope, writers Gene Roddenberry, Akiva Goldsman, Alex Klutzman.
No. specifically for this episode.
Jenny Lumet. Okay, hold on, Ryan Chris. Akela Cooper.
Yeah, these two.
And Bill Wolkoff.
Yeah, these two.
Akela Cooper wrote. She worked on Luke Cage. She worked on, where'd she write? She does production credit. Writer, 15 credits. The Nun, The Boogeyman, Megan, Star Trek Strange the Worlds, Malignant, Jupiter's Legacy, Chambers, Avengers Assemble TV series, Hailfest, Luke Cage. She has some sci-fi.
So why'd she steal this? Maybe it was the other guy.
It was Bill Wolkoff.
Maybe it was Bill Wolkoff who stole it. So they, according to Robert Meyer Burnett.
Oh, he worked on The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Oh, of course.
Klutzman series.
And Rebels.
Tron Uprising, G.I. Joe Renegades.
Mm-hmm. So these two people, both of them couldn't credit.
They couldn't credit DC Fontana.
No.
Kayla Cooper's her name?
That's her. Or the Pikachu.
TV movie writer. You know, and I'm on her Twitter.
She's like, yes, I wrote this episode.
And she's marveling at SNL. There she is, black woman.
I wrote this episode.
She's a diversity hire with a little help from DC Fontana, the first lady of Trek.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing when you like now? Looks look damn good.
What's she talking about? What's she tweeting about, Elon?
Nothing a man can do nothing a man can do to a woman in the world will find out some way. Excuse. Oh, it's okay.
What's she talking about, Amber? What's she saying about that?
The anti-Amber Heard stuff you've been hearing on social media, even if you don't care, turns out right-wing sponsored media push. Like
see, this is what I said. This is what I've been telling you guys. The more this side or the anti-woke or the anti-SJW side supports Johnny Depp, the more they're going to use that against people.
Daily Wire spent thousands of dollars promoting anti-Amber Heard propaganda.
They did.
I'm not seeing anything about Strange New Worlds here. Hold on.
Keep going back a couple of days.
Yeah.
See, they're going to use that against people, the Johnny Depp stuff.
First time DoorDash. Okay.
Oh, the turtle! Oh, the turtle!
Little baby capybara riding the turtle. Okay, she's got a cute thing.
Do you have your thing up?
Okay, I don't have the share up on here. It's still up here. Hold on, let me. So we're trying to find something on her Twitter. Now, please don't bother her. Please don't bother her.
I don't know. If she stole DC Fontana's thing, maybe do.
Okay. Politics, Barnes and Noble.
I'm so tired of people tweeting about
Politics. Here we go.
Tell me to stop.
Sit down, supervising producer Bill Wolkoff to discuss Strange New Worlds, Ghosts of Illyria. Available, your favorite Trek podcast. Backlash against Me Too. Okay. Strange New Worlds episode co-written by me and the Flying Lobster, Bill Wolkoff. Shouldn't you be saying co-written by me? Shouldn't you be saying co-written by you, Bill Wolkoff, and DC Fontana? Hold on. Discard that. Without spoiling public, lovely episode. Great job, Akela. See, love them both. Great. Unable to view this tweets. Only limit so you can see who's limiting my tweets. She's probably going to block me as soon as I say anything. Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, so lots of politics. Only one real Star Trek thing here. Lots of politics, lots of politics. Lots of politics. Again, she's taking credit for this idea. And the episode wasn't even that good. Stolen ideas are the norm for them. They've gotten away with it. Yeah. And they're comfortable doing it. DC Fontana wrote the Rivers classic episodes Journey to Babel's Side of Paradise. Background information. DC Fontana wrote sex scenes, including a Vulcan in this novel, apparently in order to answer a long-held question about Vulcan's sexual ability. The Podfar is merely a fertility cycle, while Vulcans are capable of having sexual relations at any time outside of the mating urge, albeit without a successful conception. So, yeah, this is Memory Alpha. Summary. Vulcan's glorious tale of Spock's struggle to reconcile his many obligations. Those forced on him by Vulcan heritage, choosing okay. But it was in this, I believe it was in this, as Meyer Burnett said. Shouldn't you have called Spock into T'Pring episode A Mock of Time? Yeah, T'Pring is actually she's going to start her own potato chip company. She's going to call it T'Pringles. But they're absolutely shameless now. They've ripped off so many ideas from Better Trek, and they're shameless. They are shameless about it now. They have no shame. None. Oh. For people that are so pro woman, you really gave DC Fontana the middle finger. You really did. About that?
Yeah, that really pisses me off.
She wrote This Side of Paradise, one of the best episodes of Trek ever.
Well, it's what they're doing to all women, though. They're making them all these horrible stereotypes. They're making them all Admiral Hubris. They're making them all that crap.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that really keep the likes up. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and God forbid if you point it out.
Yeah.
If you point it out, oh boy, you're an ist.
You point it out if you're a man, and if you're a woman who points it out, you have internalized misogyny. So, I mean, you can't even point out how horrible their characters are that are women.
Mm-hmm.
They're all murderers. They're all unlikable cunts. I mean, Strange New Worlds isn't so bad yet, but I mean, they're all like, oh, and I'm a hard ass with a bad backstory, and I'm another hard ass with a tragic
everybody has a tragic backstory.
That's getting a little old.
Oh, that's getting old. Like I keep saying, I would be perfectly happy now with Trek and Star Wars going away. Just make it go away. Go away and just have it go away for a little while. Then comes back and, as soon as you bring it back in the post-Voyager era. My past is trauma blocked. Oh, God, I can't wait to see that one. Oh, my God. I cannot wait. So, okay. So let's get to some animal news. As I take another little taste of whatever I got here. They both needed 10. Are you watching Kenobi? I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. But from what I've read, it's going to be another broken hero trope. It's going to be, again, the broken hero, despondent. And it's going to be a gigantic bait and switch. It is going to be a gigantic bait and switch. It's going to be all about this Inquisitor person. It's going to be all about the Inquisitor. And Kenobi's going to be a failure. And only through the goodness of her heart, she's going to spare Luke. Would I want a series about a young Qui-Gon Jinn? No, I want Star Wars to go away. No. I want Star Wars to go away. No more spin-offs. No more stories. Nothing. Just take a break. You know why? Really, you know why the Beatles endured 50 years after they break up? You know why people are still interested in them? Because they broke up at the right time. If they were still around today, people wouldn't be as interested in them. They went out on top. Your memory of them was unsoiled, untainted. And they did all their solo stuff, but they left that legacy intact. I mean, I say, you know what? I think it's like I said, they're not smart enough to do this. Yeah, familiarity does breed contempt. Well, at some point you start. At some point you start running out of ideas. You start repeating yourself. They'd be making Paul McCartney records. Well, Paul always said, "Listen," he always said, "How do I follow an act like that?" You just follow it. You just you're not going to do it as well, but you're not going to do it the same way. But you just keep going. And he goes, "I'm a songwriter. What am I going to do? I'm going to stay home and watch television. This is what I do." So 80 years old. 80 years old. That guy, he's still out on the road. So I like Star Wars. Elvis. Yeah, Star Wars is in its fat Elvis Vegas era right now. Star Wars and Star Trek. How did they rename Namor in the 60s? Star Wars is its fat. I'm going to tweet that out. Star Wars and Star Trek are in their fat Elvis era right now. Bloated. What else? Self-indulgent, bloated, self-indulgent. Shadow of their former selves. Essentially a living joke. I'm a walking joke. Okay, I just tweeted that out. Exactly. Fat, bloated. All right. So let me do some animal news, and then we will call it there. What's this link you sent me here? Okay. Last name Thor: Love and Thunder has a runtime of 155 minutes, which is about right. I didn't talk about the Peter Pan thing. I really don't want to. I really do not want to talk about the Peter Pan thing. A lot of people seem to be up in arms about it. I'm of the frame of mind that this isn't something new. We've seen less than flattering versions of Peter Pan, The Lost Boys, Hook, where he was an absentee father, played by Robin Williams, Neverland, where he was an androgynous teen. So, I mean, and I kind of doubt that anyone working on this now has any idea who Bobby Driscoll is. So, Peter Pan's going to be gay, or is he going to go cute? No, he's a 30-year-old loser who's fallen on hard times in this Chip and Dale movie. I really don't care. And a lot of people, oh, Bobby Driscoll. You guys didn't know about Bobby Driscoll till a week ago. So okay, so let's talk about let's do the animal news. Do some animal news. We love animals. We always like a nice palate cleanser. So, Rescue Pig has the sweetest reaction to getting her very own pool. Aw, Billy the rescue pig had never been in a pool before, let alone had one of her very own. But that changed when she arrived at Arthur's Acres Animal Sanctuary. Now the water-loving pig can't get enough. She absolutely loves it. Billy's dad, Todd Friedman, told the dodo. She spends her days poolside, grazing and eating. Friedman watched the 2.5-year-old Kunekune pig's first pool experience with delight as she stepped in the water and remained in it in the exact same spot for no less than 3 hours. They had to keep checking out Billy to be sure she was all right. Ultimately, Billy was thriving. Watch Billy's reaction to her new pool. In her previous life, Billy lived in a wet basement that flooded often. She and her pig brother, Moby, came to live at the rescue where they've been given a second chance at life. And by the look on Billy's happy face, the pool is the best thing that's ever happened to her. Aw, piggy. I don't like those teeth, though. Pools aren't the only place Billy likes to relax. She can be found in the pond soaking up the rays or waiting near the water with her mouth open, hoping a treat will fall in. Billy might be living her best life now, but it's Friedman who credits Billy. She taught me a lot about forgiveness, Friedman said. She has every right to be angry, spending the beginning of her life in a wet, dark, cold basement. She loves everyone. I mean everyone, he added. She is so positive and really does not let anything bother her. So let's take a look at Billy. Billy the pig. Oink, 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 oink. Aw, isn't that cute? Oink, 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 oink. Just the teeth freak me out. The teeth kind of freak me out. She's a bit of an underbite. So there's Billy the pig. Liking the pool, sitting down, plopping down. There you go. Piggy is happy. That's a happy piggy. Another weird and wild news. Another bit of a palate cleanser. Just in case it's, we're coming up on dinner time a lot of places, but this is not something you want to do. His mom wasn't looking. He ordered 31 cheeseburgers on her phone. 2-year-old Texas boy ordered 31 McDonald's cheeseburgers when his mom wasn't looking, she wrote in a viral post. The boy's mother, Kelsey Burkhalter Golden, said in a Facebook post Monday afternoon, that he placed the order on DoorDash. I have 31 free cheeseburgers from McDonald's if anyone's interested, in her post. Her post read, apparently my 2-year-old knows how to order DoorDash. Burkhalter Golden posted a photo of her son Barrett with the cheeseburgers. She did not immediately respond to requests for comment, but she got advice from social media users who chimed in via the comments. One person suggested dropping the burgers off at a food bank, while another said they know a child who ordered the entire NBA League Pass. That was about 70 games, the user commented. Kids are too smart when it comes to technology. Another person hinted that Burkhalter Golden should be grateful it's just cheeseburgers her son ordered. My daughter let her 1.5-year-old baby play with the phone, the user wrote. Somehow he clicked on Amazon and ordered 3 iPhones. Another commenter, Annie Catherine, offered a solution for Golden and her parents. Add double-click facial recognition to the DoorDash app. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Parents looking to prevent similar purchases have multiple options through Apple and Google. People such as Burkhardt or Golden, who let their kids use their iPhones, can require passwords for every purchase. Parents can also turn off in-app purchases entirely using the screen time feature. Oh, that's a good idea. There's also Face ID. Apple users who want to order DoorDash using Face ID first have to set up Apple Pay by going to the settings, then tapping Face ID and passcode, Apple said on its support website. So when they're ready to order food via DoorDash app, users can tap Buy with Apple Pay button and choose the Apple Pay as payment method. The next step is confirming the payment method. Payment information, then double-clicking. Okay, yada. Okay, Android users, just telling you how to do it, okay? Oh, is it okay?
America.
31 chicken. Oh, maybe the kid was just really, really hungry. Yeah, maybe he's just really hungry. Go for a cheeseburger. Yeah. He's 2. What does he know? What else we got here? All right. Well, okay. Here's another cute animal story. Gorilla has been caught on camera petting a wild groundhog. Although a silverback gorilla could take out a rodent with just its thumb, an affectionate gorilla was caught on video below gently petting a groundhog at the zoo. And even more incredible, the groundhog didn't run off in fear, but seemed to enjoy the giant creature's attention. On a humorous side note, while stroking its furry friend, the gorilla took a break to sniff its hand, then offered a little critter a whiff. Best buds in the making. So there you go. Hey, it's the circle of life. That's cute. There you go. So, okay. More fun animal news. Everybody. I think that's a good place for to call it. So there you go, everybody. Does my butt look big petting this ground? Originally, the kid ordered 31 Big Macs when McDonald's screwed up his order. Probably. Kid ate some pot brownies and had the munchies. 31. Hey, 31's a nice round number. Nice number. All right, everybody. Been at this for an hour and a half. You doing a stream? Mecca's going to be doing a stream in a little while, most likely. Go over to her chin. It's 5:33. Yeah, so well, we're gonna probably make some air fryer apple pies.
Yeah, so we need to clean out the kitchen to do that.
When I was about, had to be about maybe 11, 12 years old. A kid I knew, and myself and this other kid we knew, we wrote a song called Apple Pie Mold. Apple pie mold, it's so old, that apple pie mold. All right.
Mold for apple pie, not moldy apple.
Apple pie mold, it's so old. That's the only part I remember, the apple pie mold. All right, everyone. Get your apple pie mold on. Would you like apple pie with that? It's on the left side, should be. Everyone, have a good. We still need Superman Jones. You know what? I gotta talk to Jeff about that. I can't draw for squat. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. It's a right angled plug. It's probably still in the other room. Oh, okay. It's in the other room. Okay. You're supposed to charge it. I did. I put it on the charger as it was shutting down, so it would recharge. So the battery wouldn't quit on it when it was updating. Everyone, thank you for joining us. Thank you for indulging me with my open little box opening. Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And remember, all new Trek is probably stolen from somewhere else. Just remind yourselves, keep your feet on the ground, song in your heart, and a bag full of Cheetos in your car in case you get hungry on the way home. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Tune in for Mecca's stream. She's making food. We will Catch you next time. Steve Botham and The Wire with $2 super sticker or chat, whatever it is. Thank you.